Back in May, I got to experience Epic Universe through a special preview ticket. I stayed at Universal's Terra Luna, which was the most budget-friendly Universal resort, and about a 2-minute drive to the park. It was a legit epic and also overwhelming experience, in a good way though. However, even after spending an entire day there, I was only able to experience Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, and Ministry of Magic. It was a little warm, not too packed, but today, as we're in that final stretch of summer, is hot. I'm here in one of the very few shaded areas next to Isle of Berk here at Universal Studios Epic Universe. Now, it's been a few months since I've uploaded any long form content, but in those last few months, I've amassed 100 new subscribers. So thank you guys so much. That actually motivates me to want to put a little more pep in my step and up the ante and share some more long form content with you guys. So with that said, today we're at Epic Universe. I'm only going to be here a few hours. It's a busy, hot summer day. I opted out of Express Pass. Today it's $299.99. So we're gonna see what I can do as a single rider, and I'm taking you guys with me. So with that said, let's go. Right next to Isle of Berk, you got this cool zone area where Universal has this this little shaded area with these Mr. fans blowing out cool air. All right, cooled off. So let me tell you about the parking situation. Epic Universe actually offers some great options. Now keep in mind, this may vary depending on the day or season, but today standard parking was $32, Prime was $60, and Valet was $75 plus tip, which I ended up doing for the second time as that is the most convenient for me. But if it's out of your range, I would recommend arriving before park open, or maybe even factoring in the $32 you would have spent parking and just using that towards staying at one of the Universal resorts and taking the bus, which is free. So when I last came out here, it was during the previews, so I didn't really get to do much. A lot of the rides were down, and I only experienced the left side of the park. We went to Super Nintendo World, Ministry, and Darkmoor. At that time, I have not seen any of the How to Train Your Dragon movies. However, since then, I binge watched the first 3, so now I'm pretty up to speed with Hiccup's adventures. I hear that Isle of Berk takes place between the second and third movies, so I'm excited. We got a Night Fury up there.
This is Berk.
Just kidding. This is Berk, the best kept secret this side of, well, anywhere. This wet heap of rock packs more than a few surprises.
My poor attempt at Jay Bernthald's Hiccup.
Wow.
Oh man, I hate to be that person wowing over this stuff like that, but I was legit pretty wowed by the scenery as soon as I entered. I mean, you got this bright panoramic view of Berk, just like the movie. It's actually set between the second and third movies, which, spoiler alert, is when the Viking statue there on the right was rebuilt as a dragon once Hiccup took over as chief and brought the dragons and his peoples together and all that. And of course, we got that John Powell soundtrack overlay throughout the area. Universal did a fantastic job here. Hiccup's Wing Gliders is on and poppin', which was completely down along with Minecart Madness when I last came here. We got Cloud Jumper up there, just woke up from a nap. Got a little homage to Barf and Belch. Woo! I'm standing in line to meet Hiccup and Toothless. It's at a 65-minute wait. It's been about 15 minutes, and we're moving and grooving, so it's not so bad. It is hot though, so some things to keep in mind other than staying hydrated with something that's not coffee is there are no single rider queues for the character meet and greets nor express passes. Also for the express passes, they do not include Dragon's Racers Rally, Battle at the Ministry, or Minecart Madness. Okay, before you come at me in the comments, as of August 22nd, 2025, Minecart Madness and Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry have both been added to the Express Pass offering at Universal Studios' Epic Universe. Great news, hopefully we get a certain Isle of Berk attraction added in the near future. Anyways, back to Toothless. The wait time stayed at 65 minutes. I got here at 10:33. It is now 11:12, and we're just about to go in next, so not too bad.
Toothless! This is our new friend Jason. Jason, have you ever met a dragon before?
This is my first time meeting a Night Fury.
Oh, come on then!
Yeah.
Alright, so he wants to get to know you through a little bit of a smell.
Okay.
So if you want to put out your hand like so, I know you're brave. Well done!
How's his diet? What does he eat other than fish?
He loves lake trout and brook trout.
Okay.
And occasionally a sage fruit, which you can see over here.
I see it there, yeah.
Yes.
He's a pescatarian like my girlfriend.
So we got the Hiccup and Toothless meet and greet sans Hiccup. The wait time stayed at 65 minutes. It took me roughly about like 40 minutes from entry to the actual meet and greet. So 10 out of 10. One thing you could expect on busy days like this are ride delays. Pretty cool Night Fury shield bag, $79. Night Fury pillows for $27. Blind boxes or blind barrels, I guess, $24. Got the sheeps for the dragon racing. Got some Night Fury, Light Fury PJs. Get you a fire drill model kit for $48. Got this pretty cool Loungefly looking bag. What is Loungefly? 120 clams. These little guys, $27. Mystery candy boxes is kind of like the chocolate frogs over in Wizarding World. $12. I might actually have to pick this up. Yay! Get a water because you gotta stay hydrated. So this is a store that has the dragon eggs that you can purchase. They do a whole like dragon egg ceremony, but unfortunately they're all hatched. No hatchlings. Oh, and the bench. Fun fact about these benches is that they were all hand carved. So you gotta appreciate that artwork and detail. Got a little play area for the kiddos. From Death Valley, weighing 328 pounds. Alright, so it's hot. It makes a lot of sense that Universal would put a lot of attention to detail and make this their biggest land because this is their IP, their own original IP rather. You got a lot of dragon noises going on, a lot of breathing, a lot of snorting. You got the John Powell music playing in the background pretty much throughout the entire land. Just did a quick check at Stardust Racers to see if I could hop on a single rider queue, but unfortunately single rider is not being offered today. I can do the express pass, but I really don't want to pay $300 just to ride maybe 2 or 3 rides at that. So now we are headed to the Ministry of Magic. Just kidding. I just heard that Dark Universe has restocked their Danny Elfman records, the vinyls containing his soundtrack of the land. So I'm gonna try and pick that up before they run out and probably peruse a little bit in Darkmoor. Then we'll head to Super Nintendo World. And in between the Ministry of Magic, you have the Grand Helios, which they do have their own dedicated entrance if you are staying on property. However, keep in mind, they do check and make sure you have a room key. So you can't park there and eat and expect to walk to Epic Universe. This next to Super Nintendo World has to be my most favorite portal to go through. When you first enter the Dark Universe portal, you'll notice the statue of a little girl by the Darkmoor entrance, and that's said to be Little Maria, a friend of Frankenstein's monster who, in the 1931 film, spoiler alert, he accidentally drowns. On opening day, a guest left a rose as a tribute, and since then, it seems to be like a continuous ritual, unless that's the same rose, which I doubt has been able to endure this Florida heat, unless that's Maria's spirit living on, who knows. You got some Frankenstein's monster candles, $37. It actually smells like Darkmoor. You got the monster makeup in there. And they have the Danny Elfman vinyl. They only got 2 left. I'm getting 1 for me and this tiki mug. I'm so happy. I found the vinyl and I got another tote bag, which these work out perfect from my IKEA and Costco trips. I'm really happy. They only had 2 left. Darkmoor currently running on low power mode because Dr. Victoria needs all the voltage she could get. So every now and then, randomly, by the way, not on a timer, the castle behind me will start lighting up with electricity and thundering for a couple of minutes. And that is said to be Dr. Victoria Frankenstein stealing all the electricity from the attraction to fuel her experiment. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Another cool detail you'll notice right by the well is the number 428, which is not only the year that Darkmoor was founded, but is also the birthday of film producer and studio executive Carl M. Lee Jr., who convinced his dad and founder of Universal Studios, Carl Sr., to do more Universal Monsters movies, which eventually led to the creation of this land. Another ride delay, this time here at Monsters Unchained. Another secret here is if you go to the Dr. Jekyll Apotheker window and you listen closely, eventually Mr. Hyde will send you to the Burning Blade Tavern to order a secret menu drink.
For our sake, just go to the windmill and tell them I sent you.
Looks like we're going to the windmill. My favorite, Igor. What is your favorite food?
Oh, rock soup.
Rock soup.
Yeah, there you go.
Where can I get rock soup here?
Well, you dig it up yourself. You boil
Okay.
the rocks, and then the dirt from the nutrients of the rocks, that makes it delicious and nutritious. You can add worms to it to give it some protein. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Look at this. You own that, or are you leasing? Okay, can I get it when you got it? Nice. That is consent.
Favorite workout?
Favorite poo squats.
Poo squats. How do you do a poo squat?
When you wake up in the morning, bend
Okay.
a little more. No, too far. Bring your legs in a little
Bring
more.
them in?
Yeah, like you are pooping on a toilet. A little lower. Right there. Stop. Okay, then you will go from your bed to the toilet.
All right.
Not sideways like an idiot.
Oh.
To the toilet.
Okay. Oh, well, toilet's got to be backwards,
No,
right?
no, no. You would walk to it like a normal. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
like a
walk
normal
to the
human
toilet
being. Got it,
in the
got it,
poo
got it.
squat. Then you will sit on the toilet, however you sit. You will do what you do. Yes.
Yes.
And then you will maybe clean yourself. I don't know your business. And then when you are done, you will walk like this all the way back to the bedroom. And that
Lord.
is a poo squat. It's the quickest way for harvestable legs.
Harvestable legs?
Yes,
Wait a minute.
I mean, when you want legs to look exactly like these arms, you will stop skipping leg day and do some poo squats.
Good advice. Thanks, Igor. So we're gonna try single rider for Curse of the Werewolf. 12:45, currently at a standstill. While it felt like an eternity to me, I waited about 20 minutes for the single rider queue for Curse of the Werewolf. Not too bad for a busy Saturday. It's a pretty smooth rotating roller coaster. I would recommend it if you're looking for something that's not as crazy and don't mind feeling like you're sitting in your office chair while on a roller coaster track. I am a fan. I liked it. We did get stuck toward the end for a few minutes, but it was manageable. I was starving, lightheaded, and out of water, so it was time to rehydrate and eat. I'm here in Das Steakhouse, or Das Steakhouse, which is both a quick service and dine-in restaurant, and I love the theming here. It's basically set up to be like an old dining hall built over ruins of ancient catacombs, and it's run by familiars, aka the servants of the vampires, and it gives you a glimpse of the world through the eyes of the vampires with various artwork and artifacts around you, and a pretty hearty menu for most humans here. Das Steakhouse is one of my favorite places to eat here. It's very quick. You scan the table for the menu, order, put your table number. Very simple grab and sit down place where you can also cool off, especially on days like this where it's insanely hot. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Look at this masterpiece. Gotta sanitize them hands. Black metal silverware. It's good. Tastes fresh. It's not tangy. Look at the size of that ham hock. That's good. Gotta get that protein. Skull cornbread. A plus. Quick side quest. Monsters Unchained just reopened, and that's the key. When the ride's been delayed, you want to try to keep an eye out if you really want to go on it. Wait for it to reopen. That's when the wait times are going to be the lowest. Right now, it is at 10 minutes.
Little labyrinths, come close. I won't hurt you.
I am Igor. This is a Catacombs Navigation Unit. All you little lab rats and your little lab rat friends. Show them. What's that there? Lower the lights.
Now, these people are friends. Claim your face! That wasn't us.
Silence, creature. I will destroy you and everything.
All right, good enough.
Just like that, a few minutes later, Monsters Unchained is back up to a 45-minute wait. Just got done with Monsters Unchained. Two things they are very strict about is they do not allow recording, which is actually a pretty cool thing because it actually allows me to enjoy the ride as opposed to trying to capture content. Also, any loose items need to be stowed in the lockers. If you are wearing a hat and you bring it on board, you do have to sit on your hat. On that note, we're gonna go to the Burning Blade Tavern and try and order that special hidden Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde drink. As excited as I was to let them know that Dr. Jekyll sent me, I realized the drink wasn't that much of a secret as it was openly displayed on the bar right in front of me.
Yes, it's going to be one of these. So this is the Mr. Hyde and this is the Jekyll. This is like a blackberry margarita and then this is going to be like a white tea.
If you're by yourself and you order two, you cannot walk out with both of them. You got to drink one of them and you can walk out with the second one. I'm going to do them both because why not? Very sweet. Not a fan of sweet drinks. Now let's try the little white tea and sage, or a little white tea. Feel that one. And just like that, Curse of the Werewolf no longer taking guests. It is scorching hot. I cannot stress enough how important it is to stay hydrated and protect your skin. This little scar right here was a little skin cancer-ish growth I had that I had to get removed. With that said, I spent a little more time than I intended in Darkmoor, but I think that's my favorite portal out here. So we're gonna head out to Super Nintendo World now. I think that is the hottest land. I have still yet to have a pizza from Pizza Moon. I hear some people saying it's the best pizza they've ever had. I hear other people saying that it's mediocre. Have you guys tried it? Let me know in the comments. Little Mario's over this heat. Normally that medallion up there is spinning, but he gone. Time to enter through the green plumbing pipe escalator. I don't know if you can hear the little jingle playing, but that's the song that plays, I believe, in Super Mario 3, where the angry sun is trying to swoop down and catch you. That's exactly how it feels like today. Very appropriate. Stroller and scooter central in front of the magic paintings. Check out that overwhelming and hot reveal. More stairs. For those who use handrails, I can tell you these were hot to the touch. I'm thinking maybe Universal can add some of that thick coating that a lot of the modern playgrounds use for like the monkey bars and stuff, so it doesn't feel like you're touching a hot metal bar that's been basically baking in the sun all day. I don't have my magic band. I don't have my power-up band today, but if you go to this little spot, and I'm gonna put the little video up here, you go to this little spot right here, Toad will he'll give you a thumbs up. Yoshi's Adventure, currently at a standstill. Not the ride you want to be stuck on in this heat.
Once again, your Yoshi is moving.
Yoshi's back up and running at a 30-minute wait.
Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge at a 135-minute wait time.
We're here at the One-Up Factory. That Donkey Kong power-up band is exclusive to this park. That's what a team member told me. We got a wall of barrel-blasting Donkey Kong plushies. One of my favorite shirts here. If this were a trucker style hat, I probably would have picked it up. These are actually pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't use it, but might pick this guy up to add to my bar. Mystery box. It's pretty cool. $21.
Yoshi!
$35. Baby Bowser, $16. My favorite hat, I actually picked this up at the Epic Universe store before the park opened. $42. Just picked this guy up. 95-minute wait time for Minecart Madness. Single rider, it's probably about the same. We're gonna go for our final stop over at the Ministry of Magic. It's hot. We got elevators in case you can't use the stairs, which will lead you right by the escalator entrance downstairs. Boom, boom, boom. Right here in Celestial Park by the main entrance, there's a directional sign to all of the portals. And this is a Cosmos fountain, which runs throughout the day, but if you want to catch the main show with the lights and music and all that, you're going to want to be here about 15 minutes before the park closes. Right next to the carousel, you got a cool little splash pad where you can throw your kids in the water in case they want to cool off for a little bit. And another much needed cool zone with a Mr. Fan. The Meteor Astro Pub is a sit down and quick service restaurant that I heard's got some good burgers and pub food.
You hear the time turner going as we enter 1920s Paris. And you'll notice that we will see the advertisements change from Muggle to Wizard. Every time I pass through the Arc de Triomphe here, I think of three things. I think of Paris, John Wick, the last movie, one of my favorite John Wick scenes, and also that viral video that was going around of everybody running to Ministry of Magic during the grand opening. I'll flash it right there. Credit to, forgot the name, but I'll put it on there. This show, highly recommend it. It is so freaking cool the way they put the story together, the animatronics. I don't want to give away too many details and spoil it, but if you've seen the second Fantastic Beasts movie, even if you haven't seen it, you would definitely appreciate it. The Japanese, well, again, I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you've seen the movie, I really hate saying this, but if you know, you know. We got the moon calves doing the moon calf dance. This baby Niffer's been on sale for $30 with a purchase of $90 or more for a while now, since March at least. As hot as it is down here, I really love this long sleeve, so a little impulse buy here. $45 minus a percentage if you have the annual pass or the Visa discount. Really cool glasses for $17. Demi guys for $35. You got the elevator to the Paris Ministry. All right, awesome.
Lots of good stuff there. Fetus Fleeces, Mind Eraser. Just make sure you're not taking a broom. Use it as a fire.
All right. Had to get myself the old low blaster,
which is moonshine, limoncello, absinthe, lemon juice, club soda, and simple syrup garnished with a rosemary sprig and Emoción Verde.
Cheers. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, you can control them. Man, I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but this thing is vibrating, it's lighting up. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to do a specific sequence? It's a Niffler!
Titty Londo.
There we go. Let's do a quick comparison shot to the movie. Revelio. Cosmea Cajole. You notice the boxes are different from what you would find at Ollivanders. These are triangular shaped. It's all in the detail. Check out that chandelier full of crystal wands. What's up, buddy? I know it's daylight, but it should be nighttime at some point today. You'll start doing your dance? Yeah? Okay. All right. Good chat. Ministry of Magic at a black post-it wait time. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for sticking around. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm sorry the video seemed a little bit all over the place at some points, but I had a good time making it and I hope you enjoyed watching it. My first time at Isle of Berk was pretty cool. It did not disappoint, and with the additions of Battle at the Ministry and Minecart Madness to the Epic Universe Express Pass, that only leaves Dragon Racers Rally as the only attraction not included, so hopefully Universal includes that in the near future. Monsters Unchained remains my #1 attraction at Epic Universe next to Stardust Racers, and I get those 2 rides aren't for everybody, but as long as my old millennial neck and back can tank those whips and drops, those will be my favorite attractions there as of this video. Now, it was more packed than previews as one would expect, and I can see it continuing on this trend now that Halloween Horror Nights has officially started, as well as all the other special events at Universal Studios in the future draw more crowds to Epic Universe. Also, remember, Epic Universe will be added to Universal's park-to-park options, so that could also have an impact on attendance. One thing I could say is that unless you're a local, you really can't just wing going to theme parks. Like, you gotta actually have a plan in place. If you're trying to avoid the crowds and all that, I would probably recommend visiting Epic Universe on its quote-unquote downtime. There really is no downtime, but either a week before a major holiday break or the week after a major holiday break tend to see less crowds. Also during the week, maybe like on a Wednesday, if you can afford that kind of PTO and time. Otherwise, if you do come during a holiday, it's really not that bad as long as you could just kind of plan out your trip accordingly. Look at the wait times, look at the weather, utilize the app, and you'll be fine. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you got some takeaway from it. And if you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment below. Also, feel free to ask me anything. I do respond to all my comments. Stay strong, stay healthy, and stay active. Bye for now.